When you were little, did you believe in fairies? I mean, I did, but eventually I stopped believing. Until now. This is Mint, a real-life fairy. Or should I say she claims to be a fairy. Not only does she believe she's a fairy, she also says she can see and talk to other fairies. It would be very easy to dismiss her as being crazy or delusional or mentally unstable. But I think there's something deeper going on, and I want to understand what that is. So I'm going to step into Mint's fairy world for the next 24 hours to try and see reality from her perspective. Not because I'm trying to prove her wrong or poke fun at her, but because I genuinely want to understand why she believes this. Okay, let's go. We just arrived. We are outside of a tiny house right now. It's pouring rain. My inner child is just so excited. I'm gonna meet a real fairy.
Hi, hello. It's so nice to meet you. Come in. Oh my gosh, out of the rain. Oh, how are you?
So good to meet you.
It's so rainy outside.
I know,
it's
but it's so cozy in here.
I know, it is really cozy in here.
I love your wings.
Thank you. Yes.
They're so beautiful.
Hi, I'm Mint, and I'm a real-life fairy.
What does it mean to be a real-life fairy?
At the core of it, for me personally, letting go of your humanness and allowing yourself to be free and mischievous and very close with Mother Earth.
In popular culture, fairies are often depicted as cute, whimsical creatures with magical powers and a playful, alluring nature. However, in traditional folklore, fairies did not look like Tinkerbell. They were feared and respected as powerful and unpredictable entities that could bring either good fortune or harm to those who encountered them. We're in a tiny cottage.
I know.
It's a little fairy
Sweet
home.
Little space. You don't need much because all of our living is outdoors.
Yeah.
You know? All of the loving and living happens outdoors.
What do we have planned for today?
Okay, so today we're going to be doing lots of random acts of kindness. We're going to be writing notes of encouragement and affirmations to people and leaving them in little secret spaces around the town. We're going to be making fairy food, so like offerings to the fairies, because later we're going to be visiting a very magical place. It is a chakra vortex.
Chakra vortex?
Yes, it is a chakra vortex. It is on Google Maps. You can find it on the map.
So for those who don't know, what is a chakra vortex?
So this is energy coming from lots of different spaces, and it swirls around and it kind of pinpoints on a space on the ground. You can be more receptive, you're open to lots of interdimensional beings. You can have really good messages there. Meditation there is top notch, and you can receive a lot of healing there as well. So I love going there. I think we'll be able to find some really amazing little secret pixies, maybe some gnomes. I feel like it's very gnomey today, and I think that we will have a great experience meeting some fairies.
So we're gonna go and meet other fairies too.
Yeah.
Okay, I have so many questions for you.
I love answering questions.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, how did you become this fairy and embody the archetype of the fairy?
So when I was younger, when I was a child, I felt very other. I felt very different from my family, from my parents. I had this dream, and then it kind of formed this personality where I was born on a leaf, and the leaf unfurls, and there I am, sort of like a little fairy in the leaf. And I was like, oh, I'm not a human, I'm a fairy.
Wow, how old were you?
Probably the first dream I can remember, so I was probably 3 or 4.
So you've always felt like
Always
I am
felt
a fairy.
other. Yeah, I've always felt like, and I told my friends, I would tell them at sleepovers, I was like, I'm a fairy. And they'd be like, really? And I'd be like, yeah. And as I got older and I started doing heritage studies, my dad was very strong on me learning about my heritage. We found out that our family name is Little People.
Your family is originally from where?
A part of my family is from Nigeria, part of my family is from Ireland and Scotland, and then part of my family is from here, Chickahominy tribe. There are loads of legends in America about the little people of the Americas, the fairies of America. I embraced it, you know, and my experiences as a very young person were very magical. I never lost that wonder. I never lost that spark of magic. Earth is magical and we are magical beings here, and I think that experiencing that is wonderful. wonderful.
So what should we start with?
First, I would like to do a cleansing on us. You want to be in the purest state, pure of heart, because that's when the Fae are more receptive to you. So I'd like to just kind of wash off our humanness, so to speak, so that we're pure of heart and ready to engage. So this is my fairy altar space. We are going to sit down on the floor so that we're closer to the earth and have some breaths. And out with a big sigh. Think about the excitement of life, all of the beautiful things that you're going to do today. Think about what it feels like to receive a kind word, a kind gesture, or to read something that motivates you. And think about how that makes you feel. And that is the feeling that we are going to embody today. We're embodying the feeling of joy, of wonder, of kindness, of love. I'm going to just kind of dissipate the energy that's around you. Now I'm going to do something that I like to call pixie light. It's very similar to Reiki. I'm going to put my hands on your back where your wings would be. And I'm going to activate your fairy light, that pureness of discovery and of adventure and release of anything that is too earthly. And when you activate your fairy light, a sense of joy will wash over you, a sense of wonder, and also a little bit of a sense of mischief, And now you're activated.
I feel so many tingles.
Yeah. The Fae have taught me you don't need permission to be silly. You can be as bizarre and as joyful and as silly and as mischievous as you want. We're here to experience this bizarre playground called Earth. Instead of doing that, we stay in these lanes and we follow
the rules.
Yeah.
Who made the rules?
Silly humans did.
Well, what are your human responsibilities?
I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a homeowner, I have a business, I'm a tarot card reader, I do a lot of things that require the human brain, math and numbers and things like that, things that make you forget all of this exists. Shedding all of that and letting that go and allowing yourself to be present in nature allows you to connect with the energy and the spirits that live here and that thrive here. And it's something that I find to be just so freeing, just to allow yourself to forget for a little while, because you can't forget your responsibilities, but for a little while, allowing yourself to forget all of those human trappings and just be a part of this beauty, this magic that is growing all around us all the time. Now let's make our fairy food, our little fairy offering. Lots of different ways that you can make fairy food. I like to use edible glitter or sugar, and then we've got some rose quartz, and we've got some wildflower seeds. Yeah. So we're put everything into our sweet little watering can. We want to put it in with the intention of placing love and life back into the earth. We wanted to let it sit on the altar for a bit just to really soak in that intention of what we're doing. So we're going to place that right on my bear paw. Soak in this energy and the intention that we have for today, which is sharing kindness, sharing love and beauty and pureness of heart, and putting that back into the earth.
Fairies are more traditionally known as the Fae, which comes from the old French word for fairy and has roots in the Latin word fatum, meaning fate or destiny. Fairy folklore has been around for centuries, with its origin in many cultures, including Celtic, Norse, and Germanic mythology. The first recorded mention of fairies in Western literature dates back to ancient Greece and Rome, where they were known as nymphs and fauns and were believed to be the spirits of nature, inhabiting forests, mountains, and bodies of water with the power to bless or curse crops and animals. In Celtic mythology, fairies were believed to be a race of supernatural beings that lived in the other world, a parallel universe that could only be reached through special gateways or portals.
What we're going to do now is that we're going to write words of affirmation, words of encouragement, or something just very sweet that we want someone to read, maybe if they're having a bad day, or just something to uplift them. And we'll rip them into little strips so that we can make as many as we'd like, and then just place them in places around town for people to find.
I feel like crafting is definitely part of the fairy lifestyle.
It is.
I love crafts so
Me too.
much.
I do too. I know.
It just makes my inner child so happy.
Yeah, and you want your inner child to be happy. That gets you closer to the fae spirit. But when it comes to actually working with fae and seeing them, they're not so adorable.
What do they look like?
Not beautiful winged Tinkerbells. Sometimes they can look like demons or ogres or the stuff of nightmares, quite literally.
That sounds terrifying.
It was.
So are the fae evil?
I wouldn't say evil. I would just say different. They enjoy inciting emotion from people because a lot of fae feed off of that. That's what they eat. They eat the essence of things. For a long time, I had terrible nightmares about the fae, and that was something that kind of turned me off for a while. But then as I worked with a therapist to help me with my night terrors, I ended up finding that things that are kind of scary looking are only scary because of what we've been told about them. I had terrible night terrors when I was a child where the fae kind of would be scary and very like malicious looking, and it scared me so much that I had just horrible night terrors. In order to combat that, I started my journey of lucid dreaming. Instead of like seeing them and running with fear, I would just stop and actually look at their faces and look at their body language and see what they were doing. And they weren't actually trying to get me. They weren't trying to hurt me. They were just different looking. They were scary looking. I recognized that I wasn't afraid of them. I didn't have to be afraid of them. They were in my dream. I was in control. And instead of being afraid of them, I became someone that loved them. You know, that became someone that wasn't afraid of how they looked and what they did, and I kind of understood their world a little bit more. Something like this, like, you know, with the words "read me" on the outside, found somewhere. It's like, ooh, what? What is this? I think it's such a wonderful gift to add something special and magical to someone's life.
You just never know how your giving will impact somebody's life.
Exactly.
Should we pull one out and read one each?
This one literally just says, do it. Do it!
Do it, do it, do it! Comment, do it right now.
So let's take these out into the world and let's make people's lives better.
Surrounded by color and so many beautiful flowers.
Yeah. So we've got all of our gorgeous little messages, and we're going to take these all around town. It's gonna be super fun leaving these notes around for people to find. And we're starting at my favorite place. It's just Old Country Gardens. It's a beautiful botanical center where you can buy plants and gifts and all sorts of lovely things. And this place is teeming with fae energy. I think they just love it here. So let's get you into these.
Over my cloak somehow.
Yeah, over your cloak like a bat.
They look.
They look adorable.
Yay!
Perfect. Let's go inside and explore.
It smells so good in here. Oh, wow. This is like a fairy wonderland.
It is, it is.
These are Venus flytraps?
Yeah.
If you stick your finger in it, will it eat you?
It'll eat you.
Wait, I want to try.
Yeah.
Hello there. You have my pinky. I don't want to rip it out.
Ooh, that one was holding on tight.
That is quite something.
Let's see if we can hide some secret notes around in here.
Do the people working here, do they know you're leaving these?
No. It's a secret. My favorite place to put them is right in a pot. Gone. I have a note for you.
What does it say?
It says, you are loved, you are divine, you are enough, you are magical.
Yes, you are. For you, like, what is it about them that is so exciting or appealing? Like, what about them are you drawn to?
I'm drawn to mischief, I think. I'm drawn to secrets. I'm drawn to mystery. I enjoy things that make you have a really sharp feeling, you know, that kind of like, whoa. I like being a little bit scared. I'm drawn so much to nature and the life that is here, and to deny that this tree doesn't have a spirit, doesn't have a soul, would be denying me having a spirit or me having a soul. And that soul of any of these things has a depiction, and it is fae. So I wanted to bring you here because this is a wonderful place to contact the fae. It's always very lively and it's really, really super high vibration. The area is very, very full of fae energy, so it's really nice to come and give them an offering and then have a nice meditation here. I'm really excited.
This river is so beautiful.
Isn't
Can we
it gorgeous?
go over here for a minute?
Yeah.
You saw something?
Yeah.
What did you see?
A little tiny, like, oh, it's so small. Oh, come on, you're gonna miss it.
What is it?
I can't really tell from here. It looks like a little stickman.
A stickman.
A very small stickman. He has maybe like a yellow leaf or something, like kind of outfit. He's like a sycamore stickman, like a really light pale gray branch with maybe a little bit of brown. He's right between the two, right between that sad mattress. And
How do you know? It looks like just a bunch of sticks to me.
You have to soften your gaze. Soften your
I have
gaze.
to get out of my
You have to get out of your
adult
own
brain.
Get out of your own head. You see him going like this? You stop.
How
You
do
see
you
it.
know that you're not just making this up in your head? You know?
I could be.
Yeah.
What does it matter? What does it matter? The fae
Is it
can be seen through in-betweens. So whenever you're looking for them, if you're calm enough and quiet enough, and if there's a space in between another space, just that perfect triangle between those mattresses, it gives you a portal into a world that you wouldn't see normally.
But it's my
Don't but.
I know.
Don't say but.
Well, I gotta call it out. You know, my analytical brain wants to know, okay, what's the logical thing there? Is it a leaf going like that? Is it, and you know, it could be, it probably is.
Yeah. Or it's a stick man with a cute little white beard.
When we're kids, we're so imaginative. And we talk to fairies and we talk to elves and we see sick people and we make up these whole worlds in our imagination that make life so special and magical, and then it just gets knocked out of us after
But then
time.
we can get it again if you just let yourself, if you just allow yourself that stillness of mind and heart, you know? I like my life. I like the way I live. I like my view on life. I like my experiences. I love my imagination. Like just being here in nature changes you.
Yeah.
It relieves stress.
I think life is literally all our perspective.
And it's
we
your
are
perception.
exactly, and perception is reality, and so we get to perceive reality the way we desire.
Yep.
And I really think that's what this is about. You
It
know,
is.
for me at least, it's coming to spend time with someone like you. Is I just want to see reality in different ways, and I'm getting to the point where I don't really care what someone else says is supposed to be reality.
Yeah.
It's like, well, there's infinite possibilities, so we get to decide what reality we want to live in. And I think if it's not harming anyone and if it makes you happier, then by all means,
See the stick man.
See the stick man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, stick man. Like, has there been a time where you believe I really have been making all of this up the whole time?
No. What do I want the world to know about fairies? That they aren't like Tinkerbell. Seeking them out is something that you do with caution, but be careful. See, this place is marked with a pentacle, I didn't put this here. This is here because people come here very often to do meditation and to do rituals and things of that nature. It's a really nice, energetic, like vortex here, so it's wonderful.
So this is the chakra vortex.
This is the chakra vortex here, marked by this pentacle right between these trees. Yeah, it's wonderful here. It's great. So I want to definitely put an offering here if there are any energies that would like to commune with us. Do you have a protective symbol?
Not necessarily.
Okay. So for me, I have protective symbols. I have protective animals that I draw in whenever I'm doing any kind of work. We're going to walk the circle, still with an open heart, walking with our protection. And we're going to kind of summon energies toward us in a way that is very welcoming and very open. The gnomes in the trees tend to like really deep notes.
To us gnomes, we would like to play today.
Shimmy out of the earth and show me your beard.
Show us yourselves, little gnomes.
I thought you were doing scissor fingers at first, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm just doing salad fingers.
So we already shed some of our humanness, but let's shake off the rest.
Okay.
Shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake your wings, get everything off. It's important to relax your eyes and relax your mind and allow for your openness to extend to another level.
Okay.
We're just going to close our eyes, deepen our breath. Think about something that gives you great emotion. Strong emotions. And what I'm listening for, the way that I know that the Fae are near, is that I will hear music. For you, it could be something different. Maybe you'll smell something, hear something. Maybe you'll just get a feeling telling you that they're near.
I swear I heard footsteps
Yeah.
behind us.
Yeah, I heard it behind us too. Yeah, I was gonna say behind us.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah,
I thought it was her.
I thought maybe it was
Caitlin.
like a
On the camera. I thought she walked around to like get something.
I thought someone was like coming.
Or
Yeah.
interesting.
I thought someone was like coming in behind us, but it's.
I really thought I heard like footsteps.
Yeah. No, yeah. I could hear the changes in the atmosphere. I can feel the changes in the atmosphere. Sometimes I'll even feel this like interesting. I'm gonna do it to you. I'll feel like this feeling. Yeah. I'll feel a feeling like someone's turning my head.
Yeah.
That's usually what I get when it's like if I can feel the change in the atmosphere, the change in the pressure, the stillness that comes with their presence, and then I'll feel my head kind of being turned. But it's a gift. It's a gift if they allow you to feel their presence and to see them. So gratitude has to be on the forefront, like at all times.
Like I really feel like I'm hearing footsteps.
Yeah.
It's kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just making it up, but
No, I hear it. I hear it. I heard it again just now. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
I really don't think I'm making that up.
No, you're not. I hear it.
Like I seriously hear footsteps.
Yeah.
Like
You're like
really like little
Yeah.
footsteps. Just
yeah.
oh my gosh. What is
hear-
that?
I
Is that
can hear-
is it a bug? Like
It sounds like really fast, like little.
oh, it's so weird. Like I feel like I just want to go into like I'm just making it up. Like what is that?
Don't though.
Okay, today I'm Okay.
Try.
I know.
It's hard. I know it's
I
hard.
know,
it's
but
hard.
I'm here to be in your world, so
Yes.
I am gonna like open myself
Try-
up and just not like judge it,
Try
whatever.
not to try to rationalize anything.
Yeah, we're
Don't
we're
try
little
to-
we're in our childlike
we're
wonder
here.
today.
Yeah.
But
We
that's
are-
freaking me out. Oh my gosh.
The more it freaks you out, the more they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I
Because they
like it.
that.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, they
I'm
like it. They like when you're freaked out. 'Cause they're
Show
like,
me yourselves.
They're like, hey, you know. I know, it's fun. Like I said, it's funny to scare people. It is. It's funny. It's like a fun thing. There's trickster energy here with us.
Tricksters.
So tricksters, not old ones, kind of young. They like to do little things to you, like pinch you and trip you and pull your hair and push you. And it's funny and it's interesting, but it's also a little annoying. Ooh, it touched me.
What did you?
Oh,
What did you feel?
it was like this. Oh, they're not very nice.
They're not nice.
No. Like, no, nice fairies don't exist.
Really? You don't think so?
There are some types of fae that are okay with humans. Yeah, that don't try to hurt humans and things like that. We're the villains in the nature story. You know, we create things that kill the world.
It's true.
There is someone doing this to you.
How do you know that?
I can. It's as if my eyes are open when they're closed. I can see it. I can feel it. Someone's doing this to you. They like your hair. Yeah.
How do you know that is really what's happening?
I can feel the air is warmer right behind you here. And you can feel the presence right behind you. So I could hear they're like doing this and like rubbing the side of your head and going and like whispering at you. Giving you ideas, giving you something. Yeah.
Should I listen?
Maybe. Let's work with this and see if we can like tap into whatever the message is.
Okay.
So calm everything, calm all of your functions here. Keep your mind as quiet as possible. Yeah, it is. It's creativity, inspiration. It's yellow. So think about, it's like a yellow kind of swirling liquid, sparkly swirling yellow liquid, and it's kind of like moving in and out, sort of like a figure eight. And it has a tone, it has a sound. And what does it sound like to you? What is the tone?
It's like going like.
Yeah. And within those notes, there's a message. She's pushing you. She's going like this. She's pushing you like this. Like there's something that there's something that you want to do or that you want to experience, and she's pushing you to do it. There's a chance of you getting hurt. Physical pain and like anguish, things that you will heal from, are trivial often to the fae. Like, so what if you break your leg? What will you gain from the experience? So what if you lose something that you don't really need? What will you gain from that experience?
How do you know that it's here?
I just
Just
know.
feel it.
And I can see like an outline. She looks like a woman. She's pushy, you know. And she thinks it's silly that you're not doing it, whatever it is. She also is like a little bit fed up. Like there's something you asked for and then you got it, but then you didn't celebrate the fact that you had it.
I actually had my 5-year anniversary of my YouTube channel,
Oh, yay.
but I didn't celebrate.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
Why?
I got food poisoning. But also I didn't have any plan to celebrate. It was like, all I did was paint rocks in the woods with my boyfriend.
Yeah. More sugar, she says. More sugar.
My wing just scared me. I was like, what is that? Are they still around?
Yeah, I feel like that trickster energy is just gonna stick with us.
I don't know if those were footsteps or what, but I swear I kept
I
hearing
definitely
it.
felt the presence of a procession. So
It was
definitely.
so weird. I was like, what? Is this, am I making this up? Like, that's what I straight up go to. I'm like, this is not like how in real, you know
But
what I mean?
you know, it's hard to get out of that mindset, but you have to just like drop it. Am I making this up? Is such a human question to ask. If you were just a light being, would you be like, am I really doing this? Is this really happening?
Have you been ridiculed at all for
Oh yeah. People love making fun of me. People love making fun of me. It doesn't matter to me. My connection with nature, with energy, with the fae is mine alone. Believing in these things to me is the same as believing in a God and believing in heaven and angels. It's the same thing. If you can believe in something that you can't see, then what is the difference, really? It can be angels for you, it can be fairies for me, and we can both be happy. My goal is to be as loving and as comforting to people as possible, and to also just be whimsical and fun and to show people things that they've never seen before.
I don't know if Mint is objectively really talking to fairies or not, but that's not the point of this. There are infinite ways to experience this reality. And the way Mint views reality is magical, and it's connected to other dimensions. I would love to live in a world where other dimensions do exist. Personally, I don't believe that this 3D reality that we can see with our eyes is the only dimension that exists. I do believe that there's so much more beyond just what we can see, and that when we open our consciousness in a new way, when we see reality from an expanded perspective, that we can potentially open ourselves to these other realms. And I think it's so arrogant for me to sit here and say that she's wrong. And you know what they say, every time someone says, I don't believe in fairies, a fairy drops dead. If in the rare case that is true, do I want to take that risk of killing another fairy? No. So I do believe in fairies. And if you believe in fairies too, I want you to comment, I believe in fairies right now. I am honestly so curious to hear what all of you think about this video and about the experience I shared with Mint. This was truly such a fascinating concept to explore, and I'm so excited to go on more adventures with all of these eclectic and magical creatures of this planet. That is it for this episode of Sky Life. So make sure you like this video, share it with anybody who you think needs to see this. I love you all so much. The adventure continues. Bye.
Easy, let it come, let the sister sun hit ya. Easy,